Today, I'd like to talk about Rainer Maria Rilke's Duino Elegies and its influence on my own volume of poetry, Tridents of Glass, that came out just a little over 2 years ago. Now, Duino Elegies was written in a very short flurry in a castle in Italy by Rilke at the peak of his powers. It's absolutely beautiful, one of the greatest volumes of poetry of the 20th century in any language. It's the poetry is quite dense, but it's very rich and very kind of metaphysical. It asks the questions about man, like how does he find his place in the universe when you've got sort of like the perfect angels in the heavens on the one hand, and then animals beneath him, but he's conscious of himself where animals aren't and angels are too perfect. Where does man lie? How does he find meaning? It's totally beautiful. So there's 10 of them, and I've made sort of summaries of each one because they can be quite obscure, but in a very beautiful way. The first one, it says that man ultimately stands alone in the universe and nothing can hide this or console him. Not knights, not love, not heroes or saints. Perhaps only music can help us. Certainly not the young who rapidly outgrow us. Okay. The next one, the second elegies. Angels once had a purpose, but would now kill us. Man lives in the transitory without any evidence his feelings have any permanence beyond death, or even if there is life after death. If gods exist, then they no longer seem to matter to us anyway. Absolutely stunning revelations in all of these. And the third elegy, I've summarized: the mother and lover comforts man and shields him from the knowledge of the past and his role in the race of time. Okay, and then the fourth one goes, life is a puppet show run by higher forces we cannot understand but must learn to calmly accept. For that one, it's pretty straightforward. We've all heard that life is a puppet show before. And then the fifth, life is but a pathetic circus performance where man is both acrobat and bored spectator. If only a practice ground existed so our actions could be perfected before our life even started, so we didn't make any errors. Our life is filled with errors. And then the sixth elegy, while most of us want to smell the roses and delay the fruit of death, only the hero or those who die young live with no desire for permanence and thrust themselves fearlessly towards death, even skipping over love to reach their ultimate destiny. Amazing. And the seventh elegy, this is very hopeful, this elegy. The outer world is beautiful and the dead miss it, even though the only permanence is inside us while we change. In man's great achievements, however, they fade. We almost rival the angels, almost don't need them. Man accomplishes something the angels can't. So this is starting to get hopeful towards the end. And the eighth elegy I've summarized as man is damned because he is always aware of death. But animals are carefree and live in the present and never reflect on themselves. Only when we are dead or unborn are we free from awareness of death. We are always aware of death where animals aren't. And finally, the ninth elegy, man is attached to the transitory, even though he can't take it to death. Only perhaps feelings between lovers last. But still, his greatest accomplishments are what the artisan makes. Angels would be more astonished in an urn than whatever we bring into death. So the moment is sacred in some way. In some way, our moments are sacred. And finally, the 10th elegy brings to mind Milton's City of God, and I summarize it as a hopeful ending It's joyous since it's an allegory of the city of pain and the sorrows that inhabit it, something where suffering is just a lesson to something beyond, and we must learn the purpose to see the way to joy in some afterlife. With every death is a rise to joy. So it ends on a very positive note, but it's very, very stirring. It makes me feel like, why am I here? Why is the universe so big? You know, the universe has like something like 10 to the 25th power stars in it. I mean, it's just absolutely huge. Why is it so big? Why are we here? Why am I me and why are you you? If I look into the eyes of a fox, where does a fox, the mind, the soul of the fox, how does that fit into the universe relative to me? There's so many stirring things that this brings up. It's so beautiful, so romantic, so modern at the same time. It's a huge influence on my book Tridents of Glass and other poems. Tridents of Glass is a 24-part poem in six movements, each one with 4 parts, and then the other poems are more sort of influenced by avant-garde French poet René Char, but the Tridents of Glass is all about trying to find meaning in an increasingly chaotic world, and that's where I got the inspiration from Rilke, because it's a search for meaning. So I strongly suggest you check both of these out. Now I've got a new novel, The Orphean, that came out in September. For fans of Peter Handke or Kafka, you absolutely love it. You've got to get your hands on it. Anyway, thanks for listening, and I hope to see you again.